Hi there, I'm Zoot Java. Today I'd like to give an update to the man who was decapitated in France as a result of a suspected terror attack and France closing mosques. A teacher by the name of Samuel Paty, 47 years old, was giving a state-required lesson about free speech. He included the cartoons of Muhammad from 2013 from Charlie Hebdo, which wound up getting 9 cartoonists murdered by religious fanatics. As a result, he was attacked and decapitated by yet another fanatical extremist. He wound up being shot dead when firing at police with an air gun. 9 people have been arrested and are being investigated for possible links to Islamic extremism. In a diverse group of students who mourned the teacher's death, in their opinion, he was a good, caring, and inspiring teacher, with parents also shocked and stricken at the loss. President Emmanuel Macron said the attack bore all the hallmarks of an Islamic terrorist attack and the teacher had been murdered because he taught freedom of expression. All teachers teach freedom of expression. Mr. Paty had been murdered because he practiced it, because he dared to show the cartoons. Apparently teaching it and practicing it are two different things, in which case the word freedom should be eliminated from this if you are not to be allowed it. According to the anti-terrorism state prosecutor Jean-François Ricard, he named the suspect Abdullah A. I'm assuming not giving the full name in order to allow him martyr status. He was 18 years old, born in Moscow of Chechen origin. He came to France with refugee status as a boy, unknown to anti-terrorism police. My take on this? Abdullah, his 17-year-old brother, parents and grandparents apparently all live in France. How were they given refugee status? Chechens are not persecuted in Moscow. Their economic situation isn't the greatest, but that is very different from being faced with persecution. So how did obvious economic migrants convince French officials that they were fleeing persecution? Hopefully, the report from the anti-terrorism chief will uncover what claims of persecution were made and believed, and how much in benefits they've received. It's this type of fraud that causes the average person to have negative views on the refugee programs. Also, France has made drastic reforms as a result of the beheading of the teacher. There has been many arrests in connection with religious extremism, and another mosque has been closed as a result. Last month, they closed down over 70 mosques and Islamic schools due to fears of radicalization in an effort to combat extremism. France also intends to expel 231 identified radical Islamists from the country over safety concerns. French President Emmanuel Macron described Islam as a religion in crisis on a global level. This has made many furious, such as scholars at Egypt's Sunni Islamic institution, who denounced the statement as racist and accused Macron of spreading hate speech. Turkish President Erdogan said that Macron's statement is an open provocation beyond disrespect. My take on this? Well, Macron has to think of the good of the majority of people in his country, regardless of their beliefs. I also think that the Islamic faith should stay with their core values, but to progress their beliefs to a point in which they can relate on a modern scale, such as other faiths have attempted to accomplish. Now for what you've all been waiting for, my bad joke. I didn't realize that there was a government agency called Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. I thought it was what we were supposed to bring to the party. Okay. Well, Don't forget to like and subscribe because it really helps me out. But even better than that, it annoys the usual suspects. Hit the bell for notifications of more of my words of wisdom, and share my content on all your social media, because these guys are killing me on the algorithms, and because I get censored by all the usual suspects. So until later, have a Java on Zoot.